So now in this video, we're going to talk about finishing the process from the construction process to the solution check. So we have looked at an equation and we figured out how that equation was built. That's the construction story, or the story of the variable. And the story of this variable starts with A, and then A is divided by 2, and so on and so forth. Then we looked at the deconstruct story, and remember that deconstruction is going in the opposite order that the construction story was built on. And then we're using inverse operations. So we know that the end result is equal to 9. So the product is equal to 9. So our first thing that we're going to do is now in the solve process, we're going to be focused more on what's going on with the truth value for each step of our deconstruct story. So essentially we're playing a game of kind of like Simon Says, where we start with 9. So here's our 9. That's what this expression is equal to. And our goal is to find out what the value of the variable is. So we multiplied by -3. That means we're going to divide by -3. We ended up with a difference, and that difference is a over 2 minus 5. And again, remember, we don't need the parentheses at this point. And now we're being told by our deconstruct story that we need to divide by -3. And so 9 divided by -3 means that this difference, this expression on the left-hand side, was worth a value of -3. 9 divided by -3 is -3. Next, we know that we needed to subtract 5, and we had a quotient, and that was subtracted by 5. So when we add 5, we're going to end up with a quotient. And the quotient is a division problem, so that's a over 2. And we're told that we need to add 5. And when we add 5 to our -3, that means that a divided by 2 is valued at 2. So we know this quotient is 2, so that must mean that a is going to be whatever we divided by 2, so we're going to multiply by 2 to find out what a is. And so when we multiply by 2, because that's what we're being told to do, so we multiply by 2, we know a is equal to 4. So the truth value of the variable is 4. The quotient was worth 2. The difference was worth -3, and this product was worth 9. Now we're going to check our solution. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a. We're going to see what a was valued. We're going to plug in, or we're going to evaluate this expression for a equal to 4 and find out if this expression is worth 9. So I'm going to take my -3 and I'm going to substitute my value for a. I know that a we think to be is 4. So now we're checking our work. Everything else stays the same. And now using our orders of operation, which is what we did over here, we're going to find out if this expression is equal to 9. So I have a question mark here because I'm checking to see if that's true. And now just using our orders of operation, which is the same thing as orders of operation that you used here, they're in the same process because everything goes tied together. We know that -3, we're going to divide in the parentheses. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and then -5. Now we're going to subtract what's in the parentheses, so we have -3 times this subtraction problem, which is 2 minus 5, which is -3. And then now we're going to take -3 times -3, which is 9. That, in fact, equals 9, and it checks all the way around.